Hello, everybody, and welcome to an early morning edition of 4USCC Grand Finals. This could be the first match of Grand Finals, of course. This is the losers bracket match between Digital Fear and Floflim. Also, I can't see the stream of the Discord, but I think this one's gonna be exciting. I got like a little bit of information incorrect last week, where I thought Digital was in Indonesia last week, but he's actually in Indonesia this week. Thank you, Ethan. So he's going to be playing on a different setup this week. So it'll be interesting to see how well he does because of that. He was still sight reading last week, as that's what he does, and he played very well for sight reading. So we know he has a very high sight reading skill cap, but we'll see how he plays on a different setup entirely. And they are getting through the bans right now. It seems like Digital banned Hard Rock 2 and DT1, and Floflim is banning Hidden 4, which makes sense. I know that Floflim's just not going to want to play any Hidden in this tournament at all, especially not a Grand Finals pool. I think Digital banning DT1 also makes sense, as it is 6 stars, so I think it is probably eclipsing his skill cap a little bit, especially for on a sight read. And Floflim gets rid of Mystery Mod 1, which I don't think Digital would have picked at all, but you know what? I know Floflim probably just hates that map, so I was gonna say, is Digital gonna first pick Mystery Mod 2? That'd be crazy. just going straight for the Convert tiebreaker first pick. That'd be insane. But I'd respect it. Instead, we are going to be getting started with Hard Rock 1. Hey, this is a very interesting match. As we talked about during the show match, this map looks a lot harder than it actually is. I mean, it used to be a lot higher star rating. It was close to 6 when Mia first mapped this, and then we got it nerfed down to around, I think, 5.4, I want to say. And because of how snappy the patterns are, it whenever you hit one of those hyper fruits, it lands you directly where you need to be. So even though the patterns look really difficult, it's pretty playable. Let's see how the players deal with this one. Like I said, Digital Fear is probably sight reading, and he's going to be on a different setup. So who knows how well he's going to play. I think it's favored towards Floflim on this one. He's also going to be playing Hidden Hard Rock, okay. The first miss is going to be coming out on Floflim's side. Digital is going to follow it up with a couple of misses, though. He seems to be struggling with this opening quite a bit, actually, dropping over and over again, while Floflim has found a little bit of his groove. Yeah, I'm not sure how well Digital's going to play on this setup, and if this is an indication for how he's going to be playing for the rest of the match, that's not a great sign. Because he is struggling quite a bit. I'm guessing he's on laptop right now. Yes. Not everybody can survive with laptop gaming. But Floflim also not having the best of times on this map. Struggling a little bit, but of course, all you gotta do is be better than your opponent. So that's the main thing here. And yeah, Digital can just not get over 100 combo. Floflim does reach the combo cap, so that's going to extend his lead even further. And we're only about halfway through the map, and Floflim is already up to around a 200,000 point lead. There's no coming back from this at all. Those Mia streams. Those are fun to play and watch, but they can be a little bit rough. Yeah. Digital's just vibing, man. Hands on vacation. As we go through the last KI of this map, it's just going to be a win for Floflim. Like I said earlier, there's no way you can't come back from this sort of deficit. It is going to be interesting to see what Digital tries to pick, what he'll be able to play on this setup. I think a good pick for him might be Nomad 4? I mean, that would make sense to me. And Mystery Mod 2, actually, even though I would think it would be crazy to first pick that. I'm just trying to think of maps that would be not as awful to play on a new setup. But he goes straight into Hidden 2. I mean, that makes sense to pick against Floflim, and the map itself is not intensive in the slightest, so honestly, I can see this working as well. And you know what? Being on a laptop, unironically, makes low AR hidden easier to read. This is the strategy. Just pick the low AR maps, but it's also just picking it's a smart pick into Floflim. So let's see how Digital does on this. I do think it'll be quite a bit better than his Hard Rock 1 performance. But I'm not sure how good it'll be. This intro does start pretty easy, but of course, with the name of the song, it's going to get faster and faster. And we can see Floflim already struggling on it with his accuracy, just not comfortable with this AR 8.4 reading. But thankfully the patterns are very easy so far, but it's going to start getting more difficult about now. We see Floflim being the first person to drop. So Digital's going to take the lead here. He's going to trade back the miss, but that isn't going to be too big of a problem, especially with both of them missing right there. If they both keep missing, I mean, Digital's just going to keep the lead, even though there's a miss right there from him, and no trade so far from Floflim, so Floflim will take back the lead if he's able to hold on to his combo. And there we see it, right there, Floflim taking back the lead. I think the laptop gaming starting to get to Digital in this slightly more intense section now. It's also getting to Bancho. Okay, hardest part of the map coming up. I'm sure we'll see a lot of misses in this section, and floflim coming out of the gate with 2 misses, so Digital's going to be taking back the lead here in the last section. Let's see if he's able to hold on to his combo. Speeding up, and both players start missing. And it's just chain misses across the board from both players. Actually, floflim is holding onto his combo a little bit at the end. He might be able to pull this back in the last few seconds of the map. I mean, it's so not dense. I don't know. I mean, that miss might do it. Oh, but floflim misses at the very end as well. I mean, he would have taken it back, I think, with that 1 extra combo. But the winner's actually going to go over to Digital Fear. Laptop gaming for the win. He took a point. We love laptop gaming. Yeah, let's see what floflim's gonna go with. As Digital points out, I feel like he's just gonna win most of the picks in the pool because of the current situation. And we're going to be seeing DT3 out of floflim. This is AR 8.4 DT if I remember correctly, so not the highest in the world. And it's a Rita song. But, you know, a NATO remix, so not the original. This map, I feel like, is a little easy. I mean, most of the sections can feel pretty free, and then there's some pretty rough tech sections thrown in during the key ice. And that's what's mostly going to trip players up. Digital, you should have downloaded the maps beforehand. Indonesian internet is not cooking. Under normal circumstances, I would think that this would have been an amazing pick for Digital, but with the Indo setup, I'm not so sure. I'm sure this will just go to floflim. But let's see, maybe his DT skill will carry over. He did ban DT1 though, so... And a very early miss from Digital. That was, I think, the second out of the map. And as you can see, his movement is a little bit more uncertain than normal. Yeah, he's just uncomfortable on the new setup. That's understandable. While floflim so far is breezing through to the 200 combo mark. It'll be interesting to see how well he's able to do on this map. But like I said, these sections aren't too difficult, so maybe Digital will be able to build up a combo. Oh my god, the dog's going crazy. Both of them hit that jump, actually. Ooh, floflim's still holding his SS. I want to see how long he'll be able to hold this. If he'll be able to make it through this section. He hits the first slightly harder pattern. And this should not be too difficult for... Oh, he misses that jump out of everything, and then misses that pattern as well. So there goes Floflim's combo. This does not bode well for, like, the second, harder tech pattern, because that's not the hardest one. Digital actually getting above 200 combo here. He's not completely out of this. Especially with the several misses from Floflim coming down. He's about maybe 2.5 misses away. And Floflim does miss again. If Digital's able to hold on for a little bit and Floflim misses like one more time, he could potentially bring this back. It's doable. Especially with this section being mostly free combo. I think he'll actually need 2 more misses from Floflim. Oh, but Digital misses right there. Those are the types of things that are more difficult than they look in general, but especially on a new setup where you're not completely used to the movement of the catcher. Okay, let's get into the second tech section. Oh, Floflim actually hit that pattern. Okay, then. Okay, and into the outro. Looks like Floflim's going to take this point. But it's not as big as a lead as we might have thought. He struggled a little bit on some of these patterns. Yeah, 10 misses coming out from Floflim, but really good accuracy. Let's continue with the hidden abuse. I wanted to make Nomad 5 low AR2, so there's more maps to abuse Floflim with, but I was rejected. This one is sort of a weird map. I was convinced it wasn't that hard when I played it, but upon further reflection, I think it's actually pretty difficult. Some of the patterns in this are really hard to read in the moment, especially if you're sight reading. And of course, Hidden doesn't grant you any favors here. Don't let the low star rating fool you on this. I think this is only 4.4 stars. Surely that means it's easy. Hey, let's get started with Hidden 3. Yeah, both players missing that first pattern there. But it seems like Digital missed a little bit later than Floflim, so Floflim will take a lead, or missed a few more times actually. Into a more calm section now, but the patterns are going to get a lot more intense. And because of the AR, this is probably more playable to Floflim than other Hiddens, but we do see a miss coming up from here, and Digital will be reaching 200 combo. So he's going to be taking a small lead. Won't have the chance to extend it because of the trade miss coming back from him. But he does seem more comfortable on this overall. compared to how floflim is playing. Now we're going to start getting into the harder patterns. Both of them hitting that jump. But we will see floflim missing on that sort of wiggle pattern there. And since Digital was able to get the 200 combo, this is looking pretty good for him. Ooh, missing that jump, and floflim hitting it. Okay, but there's a trade coming out from floflim, so Digital will keep his lead. He's up about 30,000 points, which provides him with about a 1 miss of buffer. Halfway through the map now, and Digital's accuracy is actually really good. He looks a lot more comfortable on this, though we will see a miss there. Should still be the lead as long as he doesn't miss again. Okay, but that drop will trade the miss back after a little bit. Ooh, so that will do a little bit of damage to Digital though. And getting into the last quarter of this map, both players are starting to struggle quite a bit. We see misses coming out from both of them. Here's another miss from Digital, but this time it's not traded by floflim until later on, so now it's getting really close into the ending. Digital's still in the lead, but the score is going back over to floflim's side. He's going to need to see a miss from floflim if he wants to take back the lead here at the end. And this ending does get pretty hard, so there's another miss from floflim, but Digital is going to trade it back right away. The score is flip-flopping back and forth. I think anything can happen here. Digital is going to be the one to miss, and floflim does trade it right back at the end, but there's not going to be enough time, and floflim's going to take this point. A break point from floflim on Hidden 3. Only winning by 6,000 points. Very close. floflim didn't even reach 200 combo in that map. Still pulling out the win here. And he's immediately going to go for DT4. Honestly, I think he's picking maps he believes Digital will be able to play. Because he doesn't want to bully him too hard. If I remember correctly, this is 5.2 stars with DT. So getting up there in terms of convert DT skill, I mean, this is mostly about your precision. So, especially with a 5.2 star precision map, this can get pretty difficult. And it's AR-10 as well. Though Digital did do really well on the AR-10 precision map last week while he was sight reading as well. Hey, let's see how they do with DT4. This is like the exact type of map Digital likes to play, so... But he is going to struggle with the beginning. This is not super sight read friendly. All these little quick jumps you have to do. Yeah, we see misses coming out from both players, so I still think Digital has a chance on this, despite the slight struggle at the beginning here. floflim will take the early lead. It's definitely not over yet, though. You can see the uncomfortableness coming out from Digital in parts like that. floflim will be reaching 200 combo, and now is just gliding through these patterns. Both of them will miss that jump. And moving a little bit too early there as well. Yeah, both players struggling with this pick now. Going to the halfway mark, floflim is up around 80,000. Though, so once again, similar to DT3, this is still comebackable, but we would have to see Digital hold his combo for quite a bit. With how this map has been going, floflim would provide the misses needed to come back, but I am skeptical of the fact that on this setup, Digital will be able to hold combo for that long. I mean, both of them reached 200, so that's a good start. But down goes Digital. And floflim actually holding his combo, so maybe I was wrong. Reaching 400 now. Oh, he doesn't miss that pattern though. That one's pretty difficult. And towards the end of the map, the lead will eclipse 130,000, I believe. Never mind. Floflim tried to wiggle that. So just an 120,000 point win for floflim on DT4, and we are immediately going into No Mod 5 from Digital. So he's picking the tech map instead of the jump map, which is interesting. I know Digital's a lot better at jumps than tech, so not quite sure what the impetus for this decision is. Maybe he just likes the song. That could definitely contribute. Especially, this is going to be a rough pick, because this is one of the hardest maps in the pool, in my opinion. Though, floflim will be missing really early on. And Digital trades it right back. Those streams are difficult. Yeah, the control and movement you need for these patterns is very advanced. Both players struggling quite a bit. But floflim will take the lead through this struggle. But it's just hard to tell. I mean, floflim's just missing less often than Digital is, so he's already up about 120,000 points and only halfway through the map. This is definitely a rough pick from Digital. That cilantro's not helping him. Maybe he has the cilantro nerf. Hey, floflim reaching 200 combo now. Let's see how long he'll be able to hold on to that. Seems like he's going to be holding on to it for a little bit, though missing the jump to that stack there. Oh, and completely missing that hyper too. Moving way too early. He will find the win, though. Let's score 790,000. Let's see what he'll pick. It might just be DT2, though DT2 is pretty technical. Or is it gonna be Mystery Mod 2? It's Mystery Mod 2. There we go, the map that Digital wanted to play. 5 minutes of felt. 6 minutes of film. I'm sorry. I mean, no fail should be mandatory. It should not be optional. I think what he meant is that hidden is optional. This is indeed a banger, Hades. So these jumps are pretty difficult. There's quite a few edge jumps in this. So you need quite the high convert skill cap to be able to hold combo through this entire thing. Especially with nerves. Like, some of the patterns aren't the most difficult in the world, but playing 6 minutes of 5-star convert will give anybody nerves. So far, floflim is comboing the intro, which in my opinion is one of the harder parts of the map. A lot of the hard jumps come in here. So this does bode well for him. It'd be interesting to see how well he's able to do on this. The hard part about this map is not, of course, just the consistency, but as a convert, you're randomly just going to get like really jumps that are a lot further away than you think that they are, just randomly in the map, and so your reading needs to be on point. Like that. That's an example. So far, floflim is saying that this is easy. Let's see how far he'll be able to hold this. Ooh, down he goes, unfortunately. That jump is pretty hard. So he's already out to a 65,000 point lead, which for a 6-minute map is huge. That is a lot of misses of buffer. Oh god, he almost missed there. Surprised he hit that. Still a good performance from him so far, though. Because that's the mystery mod this week, Ethan. It is Convert Tiebreaker. We wanted to give the 3 Convert players left in the tournament a little something. That's all you need. That's the only reason you need, so that is a banger. So, it does make it a little bit more difficult to commentate when it isn't especially close. Digital was able to hold combo there for a little bit, reaching I think it was 374, but missing on one of the larger jumps at the end of that section, right before the break, which is pretty unfortunate. So floflim will get to extend his lead. I'm not quite sure what Digital's gonna pick after this. Maybe we'll just see No Mud 4. Just to play another convert. Maybe DT2, we'll see. Okay, now we're going into the last section of this map. See how well the players will be able to play it. That jump is pretty hard. Floflim hits it though, and then misses right after. Going to this ending, this is going to be another win for Floflim. I forgot how long this outro is. I was like, oh, Floflim's only getting like 850k though, 850k, but then his score keeps increasing, man. It's gonna be 900k. 900k score from Floflim on that. That's pretty good. Now let's see what the last pick from Digital is going to be. I'd expect, like I said, I expect it to be No Mud 4 DT2. And yeah, there's No Mud 4. We get to see Frozen. Remind myself when the match between Floflim and Rukairi is going to be. Ooh. That'll be interesting. Didn't they reschedule to Monday 1 UTC? Oh no, that's the digital one. Oh yeah, 2 UTC. I'm blind. Yeah, Sunday 2 UTC. This song is also a banger. Well, the map is also a banger too. I love this map. Digital finding an early miss. But this map, similar to Lies in Reality, has some pretty difficult convert spacing throughout. Though I would say this is quite a bit easier overall. It does give you some free combo sections with the long streams in it too. We got Vivian's to say yes to another stream map. Well, map with streams in it. I can't say stream map or he'll have an aneurysm. Ooh, both players hitting that jump, but Floflim actually missing right after, so Digital is going to be taking back the lead if he can hold on for a little bit. If he does find another miss, so Floflim will be able to keep his lead. but both players are pretty close on this, actually. Yeah, Floflim has much better accuracy, but combo's the only thing that matters. So only a 14,000 point lead for him. Digital might be able to hold this back. Of course, as soon as I say that, he misses. But Floflim's going to trade the miss immediately. I always found that part to be a little difficult. And Floflim's going to miss on it as well, but Digital will hit it. And hit those jumps too. And then he reaches 200, so he should be taking back. Why are they wiggling that pattern? Just placement it! Come on, guys! It's not that hard to placement. And now Floflim is going to get the chance to extend his lead with those several misses coming out from Digital. That was Digital's chance to bring it back, but unfortunately he fell victim to the reading issue on that pattern. It is 100% placementable. Okay. Okay, Digital, you got this. Floflim missing several times here. Digital will trade one of them back, but he did give himself the lead. This is going to be really close going into the ending. One miss is all that's... that's all that's... Oh my god, that's all that's between them. Digital missing a couple of times, so... it is looking good for Floflim going into the ending. But we still got some difficult jumps left to go. Players missing. Digital is going to have to hold on to his combo if he wants to take this point. And it's reaching the very end here, so I'm not sure if there's enough time left. Maybe Floflim missed twice, but this is the last inch of the map, so Floflim will take this point as well and win the match 7-1 over Digitalfear. I hope we do get to see a rematch from them once Digital is back on his normal setup. I think that would be very interesting. Now, can people stop wiggling that pattern? All you have to do is placement it. I'm gonna have to go see the dog after this. So, because of this, Digital is knocked out of the tournament in 3rd place. And Floflim will be your winner for this match. He's going to be going into Grand Finals against Rukairi, coming from the losers bracket. So if Floflim wants to win the tournament, he's going to have to win twice in Grand Finals. There's the bracket. And so Grand Finals will be, yep, Floflim versus Rukairi, which is Sunday 2 UTC, if I remember correctly. Let me make sure. Yep, Sunday 2 UTC. So it's Americans. That means today. So later today. But that will be it for now. So thank you everybody for coming to watch this stream, and we will be able to stream Grand Finals later on today. Thank you all for watching.